Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Transfer Roundup. We are here. We're back again. Another installment, and this time it's not a very good installment because it's Wednesday, June 11th. And some bad news. The transfer between Sporting and Manchester United for Victor Gyökeres is in doubt. It comes to this place because of some scathing, explosive words from the president of Sporting, and we will talk about that in detail, obviously. But he has just come back from his holiday, and his name is Federico Varandas. He released a stunning statement. And we'll talk about it. So I am looking for a particular individual called BTG. He is a subscriber of this channel, a big community member, respected fan of Benfica. He's our Portuguese correspondent, and he told us that this Gyökeres thing is in the pocket. Which pocket then, BTG? Because you broke the here we go, and that was out of pocket. We got to talk about it. Because if this is really true, it's not an exciting moment right now. I'm wondering, it's a little bit concerning. And as a philosopher Yardman once said, it's not looking good, bruv. We're also going to talk about our rivals, Liverpoo. The pocket has a hole in it. We're going to talk about Liverpool, who are strengthening the team that won the Premier League this season with a convincing margin, you know. They had how many points? 84 points. The number 2 team had 74 points. So this team goes to lengths to maintain that position. You know, they say it's hard getting to the top. It's even harder maintaining being at the top. And Liverpool clearly understand that. United, I don't even know where we are. Do we even know where the top is? Hey, big up yourself for being here. Put in your expected Yappa. Let's hear it. And hit the like button for the Yappa too, you know. My name is Botswana. This is the Football Power Hour Transfer Roundup. Let's talk. Football Power Hour! Winning it again for Manchester United. You know what's funny? I was actually going to be just focused on this show and not yap at all, but because Doctor and Courts are out here being menaces saying expected yappa, you know what? We going yappa today. We going yappa today. The first bit of yappa we should talk about. I want to show you this because now before we get to the 2 stories that I want us to talk about, we going to take a little yappa detour since the 2 people I mentioned instigated this. Let's tell me what you think about this. I'm going to show you something pretty interesting. And somebody living his best life, you know. And our very own Manchester United forward, who is, you can consider him one of our playmakers up front. He's the false 9, false 10. Man, the man making plays, enjoying himself. Shout out to Bow Xerxes. Enjoying himself, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing false about that. I want to party with Joshua Zexi, yeah, nah, Zexi living his best life. This is my type of energy. And wait, is this the same doctor? You're the cause for this. Is this the same? I hope this is the same person that Zexi. Wait. She looks a little different. Wait. Doctor once sent me a picture of Xerxes' partner. Hold on. Was Instagram or something. And then I was like, hold on, is this the same girl? Okay, boom. This picture right here. Is this the same person? I hope it is, because Xerxes, hold on. This person and this person. Yeah, it is. But damn. She looked different. And you know what I'm saying? Interesting. Anyway. He living his best life. Shout out to him. It's not the same person. It's not the same person. Oh. This is yeah, Papi saying, what are we saying? Well, after that picture, they broke up. What type of VAR? You're right. No. Zixi, you know what? Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Joshua Zixi. I hope he's recovered from the injury, because clearly he looks like he's recovered here. This is a recent picture, and this girl different. This particular yeah. Okay, doctor says they broke up. Word. That sucks. That means like the thread that reminded me of the picture that you sent a couple of weeks ago, doctor, is it was about footballers and their partners, and I guess it's outdated. What's his name? Unscripted Facts is the one that showed me this, and I was like, you know what? Some of these football players are winning. Let's take a quick, since we're still on the Yappa detour, let's take a quick little detour. Here we go. Love Island Hour. Hit the like button for this is Love Island Hour. Wait, this is no, this should not be on Twitter. Oh my god. You see, I should have scouted this. All right, let's focus on the other picture. Serge Reguilon and Marta Diaz. Marta Diaz is winning. Jude Bellingham. Oh Lord. Oh, Jude Bellingham apparently I think this is the one who who has another business. She's an entrepreneur. Laura Valk is an entrepreneur, but yeah, okay. If this is the most respectable partner, big up to Georgina Rodriguez. I wonder why they're not married still. That's an interesting one. Ronaldo, I'm sure, has his reasons, but it's an interesting one. Erling Haaland and Isabel. Yeah. I. Mina and Fede Valverde. All right. Not much to say there. Something to say there, but apparently now they're obviously not together. Alicia Lehman and Douglas Luiz. I like Alicia Lehman's football skills. There we go. Talomi and Saka. Yo, Saka is winning. Saka is winning. No wonder he looks happy. Before you leave, kindly follow Unscripted Facts. Let's be friends for more content like this. 10 out of 10 win thread. All right. Let's get back to football. All right. Oh Lord. It gets scary in these internet streets. All right. Let's Love Island transfer market. Big up to Riri. Big up yourself. we had detoured because of some people in the chat. Now we're going back to what we wanted to really talk about, which is Victor Gyökeres and the doubt that has been cast on this deal. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. Manesh, I'm sorry. It's crazy when you think about it because I thought we had a gentleman's agreement. We had a gentleman's agreement. Clearly, an agreement was had, and it was with the wrong gentleman because this president of Sporting literally says some stunning words that I just have to read out, and I think we can dissect together because I don't know if I should be worried or because this is giving a couple of red flags. So here we go. It goes like this. I tried to take 3 days off. This is Federico Varandas talking. He's the president of Sporting. He says, I tried to take 3 days off. I came back yesterday. I saw so much information and counter information that it is only fair to come and explain the process. Basically, Federico Varandas, pardon me, is saying that he was enjoying his martini and the martini started to taste bitter because there is so much information and counter information. It started last year. You know when somebody like spoils your high? Some people in this community will know about that. That Kendrick Lamar made a song about it. A vibe. You know what I'm saying? This is what he just said. He said, it started last year when the 23-24 season ended and Sporting became national champions. During the transfer market, we saw that he was going to stay because there was no offer. So last season, there was no offer. The agent spoke to us to add some clauses. Hugo Viana, as he always did, and very well, managed the relationship with the agents. So Hugo probably works for Sporting. This relational space is established with the sports director. One of the agent's biggest concerns was whether we would demand the termination clause. Hugo Viana negotiated with the agents over several meetings until the agent demanded the presence of the president. At this meeting, which included the president, the agent, and Viana, Gyökeres was not present. He wanted to guarantee certain things. That sounds fair. That sounds like what an agent should be doing. I need certain guarantees for my client. This is not fabrication, Kenny. How's the shade real? Doctor, let's finish this. This is not fabrication. This is a real interview that the Sporting director, Sporting Lisbon president just gave. He says, all right, he's describing the meeting that they had with the agent, Viana, but Gyökeres was not present. He says, and what was agreed? That Sporting would not demand a release clause now. For one reason, he was going to be 27 years old, and no player leaves Portugal at 27 for 100 or 90 million euros. In that same meeting, the agent wanted to anchor the exit to a value. I said this sentence. It's not worth us setting a value because I don't know what will happen in a year's time. I don't know if it will be 40, 60, or 80 million. What I can guarantee is that I will not demand 100 million. You know what? We can infer that he knows that Gyökeres has to leave. He has admitted that he will not demand 100 million, but also he's got in his mind his own valuation. So, all right, let's finish this. It's the last paragraph. From then on, I never spoke to the agent again. I never spoke to the player about departures or values. Now I see the agent in the press releasing information. Oh, mama mia. Yeah, 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 yeah. We got a problem, Houston. The agent is basing this conversation that happened, did he say over about a year ago? And Gyökeres was not there? And the agent is out here talking to Fabrizio, telling him, nah, this is nasty work. He said this. He concludes by saying this, right? The president of Sporting. He says, I want to make one thing clear. Sporting has common sense and keeps its word. All right. Gyökeres scored 63 goals and 10 assists. At 73 GA, you know. Damn. Okay. Fantastic performance. Certainly one of the best players to have ever stepped onto Portuguese turf. And Sporting will not demand the clause. Now, blackmail and insults, Sporting will not accept. One thing is certain, Sporting will not accept 60 million plus 10 million add-ons. As of today, Sporting has not received any proposal for Gyökeres. As of today, Sporting has not received any any offers, any proposals for Gyökeres. Somebody got to get fired. It's amateur hour. Ineos hour is amateur hour. What? Did we not learn? This is giving Frankie Funke. For real. It's giving Frankie de Jong. Or even because like I saw that there was tension already that between Gyökeres's camp and Sporting, and this is what they were referring to. Nah. It's amateur hour, munch. You can't tell me it's June 11th. It's June amateur. This is not good. This is not good because it gives the vibes that like this negotiation can keep on going, and the Sporting, if the director, the president decides to go public, it means this is not going to be a cordial, clean break. It's not. It's giving vibes that listen. I know football negotiations and transfers are not everything is open to the public. But one thing for sure is that everybody in here can pretty much say we know that two clubs have to be involved. The agents for the players have to be involved. And the player has to be willing as well, right? It's not that rocket science, that deep. It's like the add-ons, the what, the terms, the commercial deals. Yes, that's rocket science. But like this is crazy that we are out here running with a story when the club itself it's not in a position like running with a story that it's just an agent leaking information to Fabrizio Romano based on a conversation that was outdated. And nothing is clarified from the club's side. Because if definitely there was something clarified from the club's position, from Sporting's position, the president would not be coming out with shit like this. Ineos, Vivale, somebody not doing a job. Somebody not doing the job because this is not he released a whole essay. He said y'all messed up my high and I had to come clarify information and counter information. This is crazy. Well, he says Great One says we have Osimhen as backup. Either way, we eating, we Gucci. I like this confidence. I like this. I like it. Osimhen is back up. Osimhen with the crazy transfer demand, crazy wage demands is our backup. Yeah, Kenny, you guys, we gonna be in August. We're gonna be in August, and Gyökeres still ain't here, and then we gonna talk, and then you gonna be like, oh, listen, you know what? Now I'm if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to be the first one that's wrong. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree, but for me, it's just giving vibes of like, yo, I thought we were going to be really aggressive and don't we just have the worst season ever? Didn't we just like at one point we were looking at relegation before the relegation teams are confirmed? This is our reality. Nah. all right. Let's transition to the second topic, which is the rivals. The rivals are strengthening. Liverpool have got the here we go for Florian Wirtz. Now it's a big fee. It's a record-breaking fee. It's up there. It's up there. Matter of fact, in terms of most expensive transfers ever, right? All time, I think we had Barca transferring Neymar to PSG. That was around 222. We had Mbappe to PSG for 180 mil. This is huge. This is a big gamble. Probably one of the biggest gambles post-COVID. Yeah, this gotta work out. This has to work out. This has to work out for Liverpool. If it doesn't, because I thought like, man, like, you know, the really, really big transfers we've seen recently. We saw Rice, we saw Caicedo, we saw Enzo. Can't remember how much Lavia was, but I feel like he was also expensive. Ousmane Dembele to Barca. This is crazy. Generational Yappa out. The link is in the chat, man. If you want to call in and let's talk about this. Will Florian Wirtz, does he worry you? A team that had a 10 goal difference. I know it's not season predictions yet, but the way things are looking, them Scousers, they're going to be top 2 next season, you know. Also, Man City has been making moves as well. They've actually, it's kind of interesting when you look at how these two teams are moving. It's like they're the ones that are in need of a rebuild. Shekri, Aït-Nouri, to City, like done already. They also have, obviously, they were preparing for the Club World Cup as well. But like, this is intense, the pace at which they're moving. There's another player, I think it's called what's his name again? Starts with an N. I forgot his name. He's another wonder kid. And it's crazy that City is moving so quickly. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's hear from the one and only Man Like Courts in the building. Big up, Courts.
Big up, Mr. Yappy.
Bro, I'm happy because other people are making moves. We ain't doing shit. Man, of fact,
yeah, like man is said in the chat. Click the video to see about Gyökeres, and somehow this guy is scrolling through wax. But it is what it is. And anyway, hold on. I got questions. Why are you and Doctor sending each other threads of other couples?
We're not sending each other threads of other couples.
You literally said you're sent.
Yes,
you got sent by Doctor a thread
yes,
of
I'll tell you
footballers and their partners.
There's context. It was a happy hour, Friday happy hour. We play the quiz. It's a laid back vibe. When we talk football adjacent topics, and that fell under the category of football adjacent. Footballers, what they're doing, what how their partners look or something. It was like maybe I'm thinking we might have been talking about Rashford and his Belfast. It was something like that, and then it led, it was like a chain of uh topics that led to us talking about, Xerxes' partner. That's all. It's not that deep.
Just interested in sharing partners with certain individuals. That's just interesting. Couple
Is
goals and all that.
that Stephanie? No, because hasn't heard of foreplay. Yeah, you know what? It's not that deep.
Oh no,
So
this could be us.
no. I see now how you're trying to twist it. Yeah, exactly. And then I asked about who was Rooney's wife, and then we got to Zexy, and that's how it. There
Oh
was
yeah,
no.
because Rooney to Xerxes like very easy, like a very easy move. Yeah,
It's footballers, bro. It's laid back.
yeah.
Like. Anyway, hey. Let me not incriminate myself because I'm gonna end up saying stuff that I don't need to say. Big up
So
yourself. But
man's
these
gonna end the stream after like 25 minutes because he's gonna say a madness.
there's 20 people now tuned in. Let's get to this. Actually, first person is like, you heard about what the president of Sporting said. Does this worry you? How does this make you feel? Like,
Do you
do
know
you think?
like
Yeah.
there's a lot of posturing that goes on during transfer negotiations.
Mm,
Everyone wants to, whether it's the buying club or the selling club. The buying club want to save as much money. The selling club want to make as much money. So
mm,
when it's like, I still think there's a chance we get him. Like it is what it is. They're gonna try and play their hand as best as they can because he's their most sellable asset right now. They know
mm,
that he's out of the door. Similarly, when Brentford were upset that Burma went public saying he wants to come to us
mm.
because they're like, "Bro, this ruins our stance of negotiation."
Okay.
That's all clubs want. They want to be able to maximize their sale, and that's all it is. Like we'll see what happens. It's very early in the window. Like think of
So
us as United fans. Like
yeah,
where like think of how long we've had to wait for transfers. Bro, it took us Sancho 2.5 years to get to United. So it's been 2 weeks. Like I'm chill. Like it's calm.
like he said something encouraging in his essay. He said, Sporting, we keep our word, but I still feel like there's some saltiness about what we did because we came and snatched Ruben Amorim mid-season, bro. Do you feel like the president would have felt some type of way? Like, you know what I mean? I feel because
I don't. Well, I think they were resigned to the fact that Amarim was leaving at some point.
yeah,
Like
but they
he
probably
had interviews. He had interviews in the summer. Like
Mhm.
and if like it's similar. Where their stature is as a club, they know that they're not going to be able to keep their best assets, whether
Mhm.
that's the manager or their players. They
Mhm.
kind of know that realistically, once this guy hits a level, they're
He's
gonna go. But they don't mind that because they're able to make money from like that's how a lot of like if you think of a club like I know it's not Sporting, but think of Benfica and how much
yeah,
sales they make from players who are like they get them for cheap, sell them on. Like they bought Enzo for like 10, 15 million or something, sold
yeah,
him for 100. That's
yeah.
what they do. Like
Mhm.
so, yeah. I'm
Mhm.
just like it's chill, man. It's like we're 2 weeks into the window. There's no worry to stress. If we're in
Bro, don't
August and
stress
we're
me.
having these conversations, if we're in
Okay.
August, like listen, yeah, as in I was gonna say don't stress, you end up losing your hair, but so the
Get out of here, you prick. But it's true though. It's true. I hear it, but this is where I differ with you, Quartz. I want those players on the preseason tour bus. I want them in the plane. He's like, let's wait till August. You and Kenny, you and Munch, you're also so relaxed. What's going on?
Bro, it's June 11th. Chill.
It's June 11th.
Do you know why I do this here? Because when I said I'm not gonna name names, but when I said it in the happy hour thing group chat, I got bombarded with saying, "Oh my god, what you don't know what you're talking about? We lost."
What
This
did
was
you say? What did
I
you
said
say?
this is the worst season ever, right?
Mhm.
And certain people say, "Oh, it doesn't matter because someone got 40 GA, whatever." And now what I'm doing is going to your level, and I'm saying like it's only June 11th, calma. And now you're doing what I'm doing, which is hilarious. It's like a reverse, like it's like a what's that? Not necessarily Freaky Friday when they change whatever, but it's like opposites. It's like opposite day. You know, what I'm thinking, like you're thinking, used to be last season, and now
yeah.
you're thinking like I'm. It's kind of weird, but I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah.
But you know what? It generates conversation though. It generates conversation within the
Okay,
community and that. So
okay.
everything that
But
Quartz is saying, and
definitely it doesn't generate hair. Apparently, I'm losing
hey,
my
I
hair.
don't, I don't want to get, I don't want to get simbined in it. So I'm not gonna go that far. So on the do you know what? Next caller, man. I got nothing to say, man. Big up.
No, I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you about the Scousers. I gotta ask you about the Scousers because Florian Wirtz. Do you feel like we missed out on that one?
Nah, he's always gonna get to Liverpool. That was all spot on. Next caller.
Yeah. Big up, bunch. Freaky Friday by Chris Brown. I know, Kenny. That's exactly what I thought as well. Even Vegeta as well as laid back. Wow. Okay. All right. One signing. One mini window. That's how Vegeta is looking at it, and no stress. I know that like this is June 11th. In 4 weeks, we'll be talking preseason. Who's coming for? Who's going for preseason? And if there is no movement by then, I will be like, this is terrible. You know. Big up, young Poppy. How you doing?
Yes, my boy, everything's all right, man.
Yo, nice to have you here, bro. Let's talk. Let's talk. How you feeling about this sporting president saying there is no offer yet for Gyökeres, no proposal
I mean,
received?
I respect when the truth is actually speaking, as all a
Mm,
man hears in life is his own word. So, you know what I mean? If we're being lied to from the other side,
mhm,
I honestly personally believe it because journalists to me always look for stories. They need that money on a daily basis
mm.
and
So,
attention at this point.
so the journalist was pretty much just generating like conversation and
It's like they're trying to play the Simpsons rule, like you know what I mean. They're trying to predict the future and all of that there. And at this point, like
yeah,
they're giving, like they're like, oh, United, go
yeah.
after this person. They're telling the clubs to go after this person, if anything, at this point.
Man. It frustrates me. I feel like the reason why I get it, Man City is in a club World Cup, right? So they're in a rush to get that signings, right? But for me, I'm just
Right.
saying that um they can do three players so quickly. Why are we not capable, right? We had Cunha happen. I know that we had them bid rejected, and then we put them in two bids. But like, why are we not moving fast? You know, I just
Yeah,
need
for real. It
it.
like obviously I'm not the type that really likes to compare to other teams, but you have
Yeah.
people like Liverpool and City who do these silent transfers. You only know about it when
When it's here we go.
2 days before they actually sign the contract. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
before
like,
they sign
guess
the
who's
contract.
going for the medical? That's what they do. They,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, look, a plane's gonna go pick bro up just to go get a medical. Like, it's happening.
Okay.
Look for the rest of the news tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they get.
Yeah.
We
We have
get
no
that.
money.
We get that for like a whole month or two.
Exactly. Yeah.
Between that and getting on to like 2 years, like with the Sancho deal, like, you know, so I don't know at this point, you know. I don't know what to believe, you know.
I
I
hear you.
definitely don't believe in no damn journalists that fucking money hungry. No, man, let me be nice. Go on stream. Let me be nice.
Oh, bro. That is funny. I gotta ask you, young puppy, about really quickly before I bring in the next person. What do you think about Florian Wirtz? Is it like like, you know, you
How I feel about him?
yeah, do
You
you think
saw how he played against Bruno the other day?
yes.
That's exactly how I feel about him. That fucking guy is trash.
All right. Okay. We'll see if the trash will still be trashing in Liverpool at Anfield. It's going to be interesting to see how that evolves. Let me welcome somebody who has never called in yet. No, Neil, come back. I was about to let you in, my friend. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. There he is, Neil Driscoll.
Oh, Pepe, you right, mate?
Yo, I'm all right. Nice to meet you, my friend. Nice to meet you. Yo,
Come on, you should be used to this. United are crap when it comes to transfers. They take forever.
tell me. No, but why is it taking?
Pepe, I've supported Man United for over 60 years, mate. And they've always been shit at transfer. They don't get any better.
Neil, we've just had the worst season ever. I remember you every single game saying, we're going to lose this. I don't believe in this team. And
I stopped watching them. I've gone from the men to the women. I watch the women's team. I got no hair. If I watched them, I'd be bold as a goat. I'd have no hair. I'd have no hair at all, mate. I'd be in a nut house because this team does my head in. I don't know you do watch alongs because I'll watch them, right?
Yeah.
And I think, what the hell, Neil? Why are you watching this shit? No, my wife don't even like football, and she said they're shit, Neil. Well, yes or no?
No, it's always funny because I always remember your comments in the watch along. You're like, I'm done. These pricks, they're horrible. I'm not watching this shit. And then from there, you literally come back and see what the scoreline is. And you see, I told you. And I'm tired of that song, Neil. I want us to
well, yeah, we all are.
Yeah, I want us to be excited.
Is that Swedish bloke going to come or not? You reckon he is?
Well, the president is now saying a different tune. You know, I don't know. For me, I feel like this is gonna be a Frankie De Jong type of situation.
Yeah, I do. Well, but what's his name from Brentford? Is he coming?
Mbuemo. That's we put in a revised bid, and you know Brentford's playing hardball as well. You know, so I don't know who do you want more? You know, like
I want both of them.
Okay, and then
and that Nigerian bloke, I wouldn't mind him as well.
Which one is the Nigerian bloke? Is it Ekitike? Wait, which one is the Nigerian?
No. What's his name? He's with
Which one?
He's in the Turkish league at the moment, isn't he?
Osimhen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we need someone because our forward, me and you can play up front and do better.
Yeah.
Fucking awful, isn't they? Fucking hell.
Out, mate.
we can put the forward line, me, you, and what's his name, Nick. And Mark up front. We can do better than you.
I have to say to you for that. Nah, we won goals. Oh God! Shout out to Neil. I gotta ask you about Florian Wirtz. Do you care? Like the Scousers are buying players. Liverpool.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, is that German bloke?
No, Wirtz is the German guy. He's German.
Yeah, German. Yeah, Bruno, mate. Bruno's still getting out Bruno's pocket. Because then, if you watch the Germany versus Portugal, he tried to foul Bruno a few times, but Bruno said, "No, mate, go away. You're in my pocket."
Shout out to Neil Driscoll. Oh boy. Oh, you're a legend, fam. You're a legend. Wait. What are you saying? Come back.
It's not worth that German man. It's not worth all that. So, how much did Liverpool pay for him in the end?
150.
That's fucking mad.
Right?
That's madness, isn't it?
It has to work out. There's no way you pay that much money.
Trouble is, you pay all that money, and he gets a bad injury, he could be out for months.
Torn ACL or something. So
I want to ask you one question before you go. Would you have kept Bruno or Seldon?
I would have kept Bruno all day, mate.
Yeah, I would. My favorite player. I argue with a lot of people, right? Some of my friends, they said, "Oh, we'll get rid of him." They're United fans. I said, "Hold on a minute. If it wasn't for him, we would have got relegated."
Exactly.
You know, games he saved us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was true. Yeah, I understand we could have got 100 million, right? But there's worse players than him. Like Xerxes, I don't rate him.
Yeah.
Hoyland, I'll get rid of him. They've got rid of 9 players. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, 3 of them, like Eriksson, Evans. Who's the other one? And Lindelof. Their contract. Yeah. Their contracts are run out. The other 6 are youth team players.
Yes.
I didn't know. I looked at them. The only one I knew was someone called Murray, but the rest of them I never heard of them.
Yes. You know what? I think I remember this. There was like a list of 10 players that were released. He was right. Yeah, I remember seeing some names being like, "Who is that?" I
didn't. Yeah.
But
where do you live, Poppy? Where do you live?
We need more outgoings. I live in Boston.
Oh, I got family in America.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
You wouldn't know where if I tell in the UK.
Where?
But you,
What is it called?
but you wouldn't if I tell in Devon. It's a small county. It's between you got over the border. You go one way. You got Cornwall. Go another way. You got Dorset. Then you got because I'm like Cornwall's about 2 hours away.
Okay.
Somerset is half an hour away. Dorset is another as well. So we're all near each other.
Got it.
Yeah. But I have family in San Diego.
Okay. Nice.
And another cousin in Rio Venada.
Oh, that's
all on my mum's side there. My mum, when she was like, God rest her soul, mum, she's the only one who lived in the UK.
Oh man,
because all my mum's family are either in America, or Australia.
Yeah, Neil, you should tell them you want to check on them next year because the World Cup, Neil.
I talk to them all the time.
Yeah. I'd love to have a beer with you one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, come to England if you do. Let me know. I'll try to meet you.
Oh, you'll know for sure when I come there.
Have you ever been to United to see them play live?
I've been to the UK a couple of times. Because I lived in Paris as well. So like I used to catch the train, you know. And
where are you from originally then?
I'm from Botswana. That's why the name
was that near South Africa?
That is near South Africa, near Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, near Namibia. You know.
Oh, my mum was born in Egypt.
Get out of here!
Yeah, she was.
Homeboys.
yeah. My family are United. Sandy, my wife, she calls me United Nation because mum was born in Egypt. Her mum was Italian.
Yeah.
My grandfather was English, but
Uh,
then my dad's side of the family are all Irish.
that's wow. You
Yeah, so I got
you got
family
a
all
whole
over the bloody place.
cocktail of different ingredients. Wow, legend.
So where are you? Where are you? Have you got still family in Botswana or wherever?
Yes, I've got a lot of
Yes.
family in Botswana. Some
Do you
some
ever get? Do you ever get to go home?
I was home in December, mate.
Oh, so you do go home.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
How
turning.
long does it take you to get there then?
Yeah,
How long's the flight?
it takes about 24 hours, really,
Goes away from America then.
including waiting
Bloody
time.
hell. Have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got brothers and sisters?
Say what? I got
Uh,
lots of brothers and sisters. I'm the last born. I'm the seventh. You know.
I got two sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest of four.
Ah, nice, nice, nice.
None of
Neil,
them like foot. None of them like football. Only me.
I was gonna ask you if any of them like supporters of Arsenal or anything.
No, I got a cousin. She's
Yeah,
a girl. She
yeah.
supports Leeds United.
That is
I know. She
brilliant.
lives in. That's the one in Rio, Nevada. She's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Leeds
yeah,
fan.
yeah, 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 yeah,
When
yeah,
I said to her once,
yeah.
"You don't. Come on, you can't support that shit." She said, "What do you mean, Neil?" I said, "Don't. Do you know Leeds fans and Man United fans hate each other?" She didn't believe me. I said, "You look it up, then."
Yeah,
She
you
come
know, you
back
need
2 days
to sit
later.
her
You're wrong.
down. Neil, you need to sit her down and educate her on the history. You need
Yeah,
to,
well, yeah. I think it's because of her dad, from her
yeah,
dad's side. I think.
yeah. Nah, lovely talking to you, Neil. What
Yeah, all right, mate. You take care now.
legendary debut call. What she dropped on her head, Stephanie. Right? She went and supported Leeds United. Oh boy, let me talk to yo.
What happened yesterday? I was talking to you on Facebook, and all of a sudden you went off. What happened?
Wait. Oh, yesterday there was a glitch. There was a glitch. StreamYard glitch. No, YouTube glitched. And then we did another stream right afterwards. But
Yeah, I'm on Twitch now talking to
oh
you.
yeah, I see you were tuned in from Twitch. I was like, okay, Neil.
Yeah, but I used to be on it before I took it out.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
because it's funny, isn't it? Because StreamYard,
yeah,
I try it, I'll get it on YouTube, it won't work.
yeah.
I've had trouble with it. It just blocks out. Yeah, on here it'll work. I don't know why it won't work on Facebook.
Neil, I actually don't think you've ever done face reveal elsewhere. So I really appreciate you coming in and calling in. You know, I want to tell you that. I want to make sure you do this more often. All right.
Yeah, I will if I can get on here, but on YouTube it won't work. I don't know why.
Ah,
'Cause
well,
I've tried it before.
make sure you remember how you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, mate. You take care now.
Big up, mate. All right. Riri, what you doing? How you doing?
What's going on, bots?
Chilling.
Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. I feel better now after talking with Neil. You know, he's lost his hair. He's like, listen, if you stress about this club, you're gonna lose everything. so here we are, you know, like Gyökeres deal is being done.
You gotta pick up Tai Chi, man.
You know
When
what I'm saying?
when you back Man United, you gotta do either Tai Chi or meditation.
Do you meditate? Do you do any Tai Chi? Any
Do I
yoga?
meditate or do I do Tai Chi? No, I don't do either.
Why, Riri? This is you go out here recommend it for me, and then you don't.
But
do
I'm
it?
not. But I recommend it for the people that need it. I'm not volatile like some of these fans, bro.
How
I don't crash out at every little thing that happens at Manchester United. So
okay, all right.
I'm
So
talking about those fans that every little thing stresses them out where Manchester United's concerned.
facts. So this talk from the sporting president doesn't concern you at all. You're just like still zen.
Bro, at this point, it is what it is. My motto in this life is fix what you can fix. What you have no control of, What are you gonna do? You're gonna stress over stuff you have no control over?
Worry
Do
about
you and I have control over whether or not Gyökeres comes to this organization?
no.
Okay. So why am I gonna sit here and stress over that? I got other things that I actually have control over that I need to take care of. So
in your opinion, like, so who's your dream front three for Man United? Like those number 2 positions in the
I
center.
don't have to be fair, but I don't have a dream front three. I just want this team to play team ball. I just want a group of guys on this team to play for the badge and play team ball and not play individual ball and not play for themselves. That's what I want. I want us to get back there. We used to be like that.
Yeah.
And when we were like that, we were unstoppable. There was nobody that could beat us and everybody feared us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's where I want us to get back to. I want us to get back to being that team that played team ball. And when those 11 men stepped on the pitch, people were like, okay, this is going to be a problem today. Not, 11 men step on the pitch and the other team's like, okay, if we lock down this player and this player, they have nothing. And that's what we've become. Yeah. If you look at it, if you deep it, if you really analyze it and you look at how teams play against us, if they lock down certain players, we're dead in the water. Legit. Yeah. And we never used to be like that.
The times when we used to be threatening was when we had, like, even with this dead team that we have, right? When we have 2 passers, say Eriksson and Bruno, when they're playing together on the pitch, there was a little bit of like, more options, more possibilities in terms of like how we're attacking. But then, like, if Eriksson is not on,
you could bring Vegeta in. Bring Vegeta in. I don't mind. I don't mind having conversations with Vegeta.
I will. He just hops on by mistake. You know what I mean? Like when he because he's got controls to the channel. So,
yeah, I know. He try to kick you out every now and again.
I know, but you know what I mean. So like if we get somebody that can also pass well, like
no, of course, yeah, definitely. I've been saying it. Like we've yet to replace Micah Carrick. Like we've yet to find somebody with that kind of skill set in the middle. You know what I mean? We've yet to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I've yet to see a player like that. Like tell me what play. Like I know there's like the football scholars that watch every league, watch every player. What I don't do all of that, but if they have somebody that comes close to Carrick, I wish somebody would name that person.
Yeah, Carrick is different. Like I think they still players that pass the ball, but like Carrick also had just a different like calmness, about him.
That's what I'm saying. If you could imagine a player like that in our midfield right now, like it would be peak for other teams because that player would not be flustered. He would not, and he would just play his game.
Yeah. And that would really would see a different level of Bruno.
Of course. And those passes that Carrick used to see, bro, his vision was crazy. Like Eriksson during his Tottenham time was very close to Carrick, I would say. Ooh. He wasn't right up there with him, but he was very close because that's how Eriksson played in that midfield at Tottenham. We unfortunately got him too late in his tenure. But
yes. It was more or less the avocado was too ripe.
Yeah. That's actually true, young puppy. Kraus was another one. Yeah, definitely.
Facts.
For sure. That's a dying breed. It's a dying breed, man. It's a real dying breed in that midfield with the talent, like that kind of talent, I should say. That kind of talent. Like the new midfielders have talent, yes, but not that kind of talent. You need at least 2 players to facilitate that one person.
Broderick is asking if we're overlooking Pogba.
No, I'm not overlooking Pogba, but Pogba was a box to box. For me, he was more of a box-to-box midfielder. He could take the ball from the defensive end of the field and carry it all the way to the, the box. You know what I mean? And score. He's that kind of midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not overlooking him at all. Please don't think I am. I happen to like Paul Pogba. I happen to appreciate him
switch
as a footballer.
That ball switch that Pogba could do.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. From one end of the field to the other. Yeah, definitely. And he had the legs to drive that ball too.
And he had the legs to drive, and every now and then too, if he's on the edge of the box, the intricate little pass.
Yeah. Of course, the touch play. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so please don't think I'm leaving him out intentionally. I'm not.
I was about to ask Vegeta a question, and then he dropped out of StreamYard altogether. But great one with a very interesting comment here, because I thought the same thing too. I thought, to
be fair, he's still young. He might get there. But like you were saying on a couple of streams the other day, he's gotta lean up. Like for me, I don't want to use a certain word, but for me, he's not lean enough. I think he needs to be leaner, and he can work on that. Like people say pace, you can't work on pace. It's either you're fast or you're not fast. And I don't think Kobe will ever be like a Usain Bolt kind of fast. Like he doesn't have that. But like, I think if he gets leaner, his movement would be a lot more fluid, because he's almost there. He has the movements.
I don't think it's a lack of fluidity, actually, Riri. I think the opposite of what you're saying. I think he needs to bulk up, like really be.
No. When I say leaner, I mean more muscle mass than.
Okay. The way I understood. Okay, yeah. Now
no.
We're saying the same thing. Okay.
Yeah. No, we are. I'm not saying not get muscle, but when I say lean, I mean more fat. Less fat, more muscle. That's what I mean. Yeah.
So like he can really embrace that. Like if you're gonna become sort of like a Sergio Busquets kind of.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Like they normally say, become aerodynamic. So when you're moving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also that will help him become more aggressive in aerial duels, because I think that's also something else.
Oh, definitely. Because right now, you look at him, he's very hard to get off the ball. You could imagine if he gets more leaner and more stronger, it's gonna be a problem. People won't be able to defend. Other players won't be able to get him off the ball even more.
Yeah.
And he'll be shrugging people off of him easily. So yeah, definitely. He can get there though, because he's young. He's still, 21, 22? 22?
20. Yeah. I think he's 22. Let's see.
Yeah. Still young.
These guys are still youngins. He's still
I think because they were thrown into the limelight so quickly.
20.
And
he's 20.
Even worse. See, he could get there by 25 if he hones his craft more, and which I see he does.
Yeah.
I still see him being one of the best midfielders out there at 25.
I hear you. So Liverpool, just splurged a hell of cash. They made it rain, and will this guy be a flop? Florian Wirtz, in your opinion, in your guess, like.
The first time I saw him is that game at Germany against Portugal. So, and I mean, like the last caller said, Bruno literally pocketed him. So I don't know. The eye test. But I'm like, no. But for me, I don't do like comps, and I don't do like, I don't look at GA and all that. I'm more of an eye test kind of person, and for that one game I didn't see anything that impressed me. But that's not me saying that he's not a good player and he's not going to perform in the Prem. But the Prem again is a different beast from anywhere else you play. So only time will tell, man. With regards to Liverpool splashing the cash, I keep saying for time, Liverpool has that war chest to spend. Like they have that money.
Yeah.
So for us to sit there and watch it like that, like we can't do that. That's like looking at that's like that what I was saying, looking at your neighbors. You can't look at your neighbors, bro. We are not nowhere near where Liverpool is with regards to money. You know, because they didn't spend in the last couple of windows like that. They did buy players, but they didn't buy expensive players. So, you know what I mean? So, and then they just sold Trent, or, you know, got whatever for Trent, 10 million or whatever on top, you know, because I know you went on a free, right? Is that, am I?
Yeah, it was a free, and I think there was something about.
But he got 10 million for the
World
Cup. Right. So yeah, Liverpool's got, you know, has had money because Klopp never used to spend like that. He wasn't a big used to.
Klopp is sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't y'all do this for me? Why did y'all do this for me? Onslaught comes here and takes, you know what I mean? It's
because Klopp didn't. If you look at Klopp's tenure at Liverpool, I don't think he had a signing over over like 60 or 70 million. I don't think.
Darwin Núñez might have been the most expensive.
Probably, yeah. But no.
But now they literally got the most expensive player in Premier League history right now.
Yeah. For now. For now. But
anyway, big up yourself, Riri.
Big up, Bots. Take care, man.
Lovely as always. Alisson too. Was Alisson expensive? He came from Roma, right? I don't even think they Van Dijk. Van Dijk is a fair point. Yeah, but they never broke the bank like this. This is next level, brother. Most expensive midfielder. Most expensive German player in history.
That's cool. There's nothing for us. It's cool.
I
don't even know this Wirtz person, bro, so I can't even judge the transfer.
Didn't you watch the Euros, bro? We were doing watch for the Euros.
Yeah, but we always say you don't judge people by the international football. Like, they don't lie to you. We don't do that.
I mean,
just the club football.
But you shouldn't also ignore it. You can see some talent there. You know what I mean?
Wait, he plays for Germany, right? So
yeah,
how did Germany? Bruh, the Euros are so long ago, bruh. AFCON was more memorable than that tournament.
You know, but like for me, like personally speaking, the eye test, I saw Musiala is more my eye test passes than Wirtz. You know.
Wait, are you fascinated with him because of the price or because of the talent?
I'm curious because of everybody talking about him. I've seen like a few games where I'm like, interesting, but I don't know if it's worth 150 though.
Because price doesn't always tell us anything. It's just clubs. That's what they value their property at, and Liverpool was just willing to pay. To me, I won't lie, to a degree. It
almost feels like Liverpool willing to go that length though. That's the thing that's concerning to me.
Who knows, bro? We don't follow Liverpool. We will never know these things. We're not Liverpool fans. They will know better than us what's going on over there.
Yeah. Let me actually, while we're on this subject, Yale said Liverpool, they might have done a big mistake. Wirtz has had 2 ACL tears. He's 22 and already got 2 pages of injuries. 150 mil sure is what Liverpool has bought themselves. I am amused.
See, I didn't know all of that. And even without that context, Liverpool is also reaching City levels of aging in terms of their squad. And they would have been better served in using their war chest to start replacing some of their people. Because, Van Dijk and Salah said, cool, we'll be here. But then those are short-term, I don't know, plans. Because 2 years goes by quickly. So you would have been better placed to buy replacements for those guys when they leave, because those are 2 key chess pieces that almost left. Remember, these guys didn't agree to those deals until like just recently. So I don't know if spending that much money on one player when the whole squad might need replacing soon makes sense. I don't. That's just me. But hey, I'm not a Liverpool fan. If this comes back to haunt them, thank God.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, and right now even a great one was saying Florian Wirtz is bang average, and what Yale said about the injuries as well as it's like I'm wondering who's done the better business here, because big up to AK for Pete in the building. He's a Man City supporter, and Man City has done the Rangers.
Yeah, City has actually done a rebuild, bro. Like everybody else is playing games. Because if you look at it, right, we all offered City no trophy, whatever. But if you look at it, they signed how many players in January, bro? They spent money in Jan, so they utilized the January. They didn't just say, we'll wait for the summer, and then now they've added in the summer. That's a rebuild. That's a club that realizes, okay, our critical pieces are getting old. We didn't perform, even though they're in Europe, if I'm not mistaken, still, right? So they're not performing means we didn't win the league, but it still prompted them to spend the money across the board. Whereas Liverpool's like, we won the league, so we're gonna spend a lot of money on one person. If it was my club, I would be like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you. That's crazy. Close to 400 mil from City spending. Insane. Well, let's come back to United, bro. What are you saying about this Gyökeres deal that like the sporting president said some stuff like there's no proposal yet, and here we are. Some of us were doing it the day before yesterday. I was doing expected here we goes, and ain't no here we go yet.
Dude, listen, this was just a mini window because of the World Cup. And I feel like the fact that let's look at it prospectively, right? If this was a normal period and this World Cup thing wasn't happening, technically we would have signed a player on the first day, which would have I think that's where the expectation comes from. But the only difference is that the window wouldn't have closed yesterday. You see what I'm trying to say? Because it was just a week.
Yeah.
And also Cunha is not something that we only started looking at the other day. It's a deal that's been there in the ether. It's just that Fabrizio Romano and co have been remixing it. Like, when hip hop artists make a song and then you get like 3 different remix versions of the same song.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
And with the Buemo, I think it's just haggling. And I know it's frustrating, but to a degree, we need to haggle, bro. Because we can't have our cake and eat it. We can't spend 70 on Anthony and cry about it. And then we're trying to negotiate a better price or deal for ourselves and cry about it.
Isn't that a bad strategy though? Because we've messed up with Anthony transfer. We should just go ahead and say F it. Let's mess up again.
No, but there needs to be a middle ground. I think the problem with the Anthony one is that we had an opportunity to sign him earlier at a window and then we just didn't because we were pursuing something else. Whereas the Cunha one, we're actively working on it. You see, I think that's the difference between the two. I think when we look at other teams and we say, how did they get that deal? It's because they haggled, bro. Why should United be the only team that should constantly play premiums? I mean, some people will still think the original prices we paid for the 2 players or we're trying to pay for the 2 players is overpaying. But it's the nature of transfers. Like, you can't just go into it and say, hey, how much do you want, Brentford? Gee, I would want 100 million. Okay, Brentford, here's 100. It's like, there has to be a middle ground, bro.
Bro, while you're on Anthony and Ten Hag, right? I don't know if you ever came across this, that his agent revealed that Ten Hag actually tried to block the Anthony transfer. But United feared Arsenal would sign him and strengthen a rival, so they overpaid. Despite Ten Hag's objections, the deal has haunted Ten Hag, and he's often blamed for signing Anthony when he tried to block the deal.
He tried to block the deal for his children. How many of his children has he? When they say once bitten, twice shy. This is nonsense. You can't look at the people we've signed. Anthony, Onana, Mateus. He loves Mason Mount because he saw him when he was that side at some point. Come on, dude. And some of these people are even signed to his agency. You're trying to tell me that you try to block money for yourself, essentially, because they are signed to your agency. Is that what you're trying to make me believe? This guy has not stopped lying, bro. This guy has lied since he was with us, and he continues to lie. Now, you know what, Ten Hag? I would respect the lying if you can go to those Leverkusen guys and tell them to buy Onana and Anthony and lie to them somehow. Tell them that it's a necessary expenditure. Spend that Wirtz money on Onana and Anthony, or maybe Garnacho.
I think he's got Flecken. He's not gonna get the fact that he didn't even go and get Onana. He was like, "No, I want Flecken instead." That just shows you that
because he's a terrorist, bro. That man came and bombed our club, and then he left us with the nonsense. Look at our life now.
Hey man, leave Ten Hag alone. Leave Ten Hag alone, bro. He's not our problem anymore. So anyway,
Ten Hag bin Laden, bro. I'll never forgive that guy, bro.
Oh gosh. Anyway, all right. Well, I hear you. And so in your opinion, this Gyökeres deal eventually will get done. We shouldn't be
I'm so glad actually we got back to that. The Gyökeres thing is so crazy, bro. Because let me answer the question you're asking. I think there's a possibility. It was never an expectation because of how we performed. That's just me personally. I always thought we were not shopping in that area after the final, which is why it depressed me. The final, it depressed me because we lost to Tottenham, but also what it meant for our transfers. Now, to hear that he wants to come, irrespective of Europe, I said, cool. That's the onus is now on us. But this now new thing that's thrown a spanner in the wheels is funny to me, bro. Because this guy is basically beefing with his club because he wants to play for us. Because it's not that he wants to go to the other people linked to him. It's he wants to come to England. It's not going to be Arsenal. As far as we know, it's not going to be Liverpool because that's the other club I heard about. Yeah. It must be us. Not only does this guy beef with his club, bro, and his president, this man removes their name. I don't know what Nike did to him, by the way, because he also removed Nike from his bio.
Oh, really?
It was like Nike athlete and sporting. And then some people were like, oh, it's because we're like sponsored by Adidas. Maybe he's moving over to Adidas. There was that speculation. I was like, bro, you beefing with Sporting. What did Nike do to you, bro? Don't move the Nike. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny, bro. Because usually we do this. I mean, look at Sancho, look at Rashford. So it's so funny to see the foot. What is it? The shoe on the other foot.
He removed his country from his bio as well.
Bro, he's beefing with everybody, bro.
He's having an identity crisis right now. Identity crash out.
I know what it is. I think Rube said, bro, let me go deal with this United thing. If I'm still there, I'll bring you over, bro. I think that's probably what happened. You know, like when you're working with the homie and they go to your dream company and you're just like, oh, bro, if there's a job opportunity, bro, hook me up, bro. And the guy's like, don't worry, bro, I got you. And you probably found out the president said, okay, it's fine. I mean, nobody's gonna pay 80, which is crazy to me, because that's still a bargain, that 80 million euro in a world where strikers are very premium, in my opinion.
True.
Good strikers. Yeah. And the president said, okay, no, handshake 60. And then the president was doing that. You know, when you cross your fingers behind your back, 80. This criminal. This guy is crazy. He does what?
Facts.
But I think it will happen. But if it does, it's gonna handicap us because it will be at the end of August. Because the manager the player and the club first have to reconcile. And also, we don't want to ruin a good thing, bro. I think we forget that Sporting and us don't beef. We get players from Sporting. So we don't want to ruin a potential relationship over whatever.
I thought we were actually in good terms. You know, Sporting was our partner. Now we might as well update our, Facebook relationship to it's complicated.
We might need a new feeder club, bro. But no, we've got such good success with their players, bro. Bruno, CR7. Please, we need to keep this going. We need Sporting. They are a good feeder club to have.
Facts. Big up my broski. Guys, make sure you support my brother. Make sure you check out his channel, Halftime with Vegeta Sama. What are you doing anything this week? Anything South African?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Club World Cup because obviously my Melody Sundowns is representing
Sundowns versus
Dortmund. That's gonna be fun.
Dortmund. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
I really hope Dortmund spins on their head tops because these Sundowns fans are being arrogant.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna be up at your time, bro, because it's in the States.
Sure.
So
Maybe we should do.
I would appreciate it if people subscribed. I would like to get to 500 and
Come on.
monetize my time.
Come on. Come on. Big up yourself, my brother. Guys, support my broski. Let's talk to the doctor in the building.
Hi, everyone.
I am united. How are you, doctor?
Yeah, I'm all right. You?
Good, good. You're talking
Yeah.
about players that have gone on strike before they come to Man United.
Yeah, Amrabat did that before he came for a loan, and I won't be surprised because he had wanted to stay before Ten Hag got fired, and then I think Wilcox didn't want to sign it or the deal.
Yeah.
Wilcox, was it Wilcox?
It was Wilcox. He even said it, something like
he even said himself that that's from my side. I was ready to stay. Just ask Wilcox. Yeah. So, and to be fair, he would have been. What position did he play?
Who? Amra Busy?
Yeah, because I'm like over.
He's a midfielder, right? Central midfield.
Yeah.
That
defensive, right?
Decent.
A defensive mid.
Yeah. But Ten Hag started him on left back. I think.
Which was horrible. I think it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And him playing for us was 50-50. Me personally, he had some great moments. He had some horrible moments. But I feel like it's because Ten Hag put him at the left back. But that's not why we're here today.
Yeah.
Now, Gyökeres.
Okay.
That situation, I feel like he really wants to come to United, but Sporting are like, nah, United finished 15th. We're not going to, and they're not going to pay the exorbitant prices that they normally do because they have become wiser, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd rather let you go to Liverpool or an Arsenal or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they can get their money's worth.
Who's this you're talking about?
Sporting.
Okay.
Sporting.
So that's shopping around.
Yeah. But he you see the difference between him and who's it? Not Cunha, the other guy, Mbuma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruno came out and said, nah, I want to go to United. So he's tied Brentford's hands. Because Brentford would have come to United. If he hadn't said that, they would have gone around this and figured out, okay, how much are these people willing to pay? Then they would have come back to United and then added 20 million on top of Bruno's price.
Very true.
That's what Sporting is doing.
Yeah.
Gyökeres should just come out and say, I want United only. That would tie their hands. But then again, what Vegeta was saying is kind of true, where Sporting has always been shown us love. You know, we've taken players from them. We've taken Nani, we've taken Cristiano, we've taken Bruno, and they have been literally no lies. I won't lie and say they have a little small love from me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a soft spot because it's like some of our best players have come from them. So I'm kind of agree with Vegeta in the sense where I don't want to spoil our relation with Sporting. Just like Madrid. You know how some of our players go to Madrid.
Yeah.
That, and from the 50s, the 60s, how Madrid helped us and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a relationship me personally I don't want to mess around with.
Nice.
So it's just like if he doesn't look, there's still time. The window opens again. They can still discuss this amicably. How do you pronounce the word? Amicably. Yes.
Yeah, so you're talking about relationships you want to mess around with. Are there any relationships you don't want to mess around with, Doctor?
But what the hell are you doing?
No. I need. I was just kidding, yo. Have no fear, man. Like Bali Tech is here.
We in the building.
The relationship with Sporting was ripped up when we took Ruben. Yale believes that, and I actually also feel like that they felt some type of way because they wanted to hang on to him at least for the rest of the season, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, nah. We come with this BD energy. We want this right now or never. And then, like, you know, then they end up getting somebody else to replace Ruben, and then eventually they get knocked out. I don't think
But we did cause chaos to their season, though.
we
They
did.
almost never won the league. They had to replace the manager like multiple times.
Exactly. Yeah, it was 2 times actually minimum, I think. Right. So it's like they definitely like are not. They don't look at us in a good way right now. I think they're in a tumultuous part of the.
Because I think even Ruben tried to plead to stay to the end of the seasons. I wouldn't be surprised if that was also coming from Sporting as well through Ruben. Mm-hmm. But then they told him now or never. And then he told Sporting, listen, I'm gone. And Sporting had to let him go. They had to release all their coaches as well to follow him.
Oh, then, yeah, it was a whole like destabilization that we caused.
It was a big destabilization. So we're gonna have to make some form of amends to repair that relation because I predict that we will be going back there the following season to go and get somebody else.
Right.
I predict that we're gonna go back there for Diamonde, the central centre back, who I believe we do need a central centre back. But I think we can get away with it for one more season because we're not in Europe. But by the time we do go back in there for him, I think he's going to have 1 year left on his deal. So he is primed to leave. And then fingers crossed we can get Belieber as well. Because I think he will have 2 years left on his deal next season as well. So that's my prediction for next year. Diamonde and Belieber to come to Manchester United. And I'm not going to lie, them two in our team, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Body Tech, if your prediction actually happens, that means we really got to fix up this relationship. We can't annoy Stephanie says our feeder club. I'm saying this is like that relationship that, where you're always, gonna get some, and we're mistreating them. This is not good.
We do have to repair the relation some way, one way or another. But the problem is because we have tight owners, it might not be this season. But we don't want to get fleeced next season. But we'll see because Diamande might demand to leave as well. He might just say, no, I'm not doing this no more. So we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled for that. In regards to Gyökeres, at the end of the day, Gyökeres' career is Gyökeres' career. And it's totally up to him whether he's going to tell Sporting he's ever going to play for them or not. Sporting has never really been a team to hold a player ransom. For whatever reason, they're deciding to hold him ransom. But I think if they try to hold him ransom, you're going to have a player who doesn't want to play for you, who's a big player in your squad, not trying to play. So you're going to devalue him anyway by keeping him. So I don't know if Man United want to finesse them. So he is a top gunman, right? He's a pure goal scorer. He probably will score anywhere, and I think they know this. He's not he doesn't give me flash in the pan energy like Nunes did when he went to Liverpool. He doesn't give me that flash in the pan energy. I know some people are worried about what he's capable of and what he's not capable of, but I promise you guys, yeah, he's going to score a lot of goals for us. I promise you guys, yeah, he's going to score. He's one of the top best strikers in the world, yeah. I won't say he's the best because I still believe Osimhen is better than him, yeah, but he's one of the best strikers in the world.
Bro.
He's amongst them. He's definitely amongst them.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed we're able to sort this stuff out, and we're able to now start causing havoc to our rivals, because our rivals don't respect us.
Our rivals are rebuilding, Balitek. Look at Florian Wirtz, bro. How do you think that's gonna go?
I mean, I think he's because of the price tag, and we know how heavy price tag players have performed over the years. Very, very few of them live up to their price tag. 150 million euros is nothing to be sniffed at. If he lives up to his price tag, respect to him, you know, because a lot of players haven't lived up to those types of figures. However, when you buy someone for 150 million, what are you expecting? 30 goals, 30 assists. You're expecting phenomenal numbers. Do you know what I mean? From these types of guys. It remains to be seen if he can produce it in the most competitive league in the world. You know, this is the type of league where Nottingham Forest won't respect you, Brighton won't respect you. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of teams, Bournemouth, they're not going to respect you. They're going to try and take the game to you. So it's going to be interesting to see how he will perform in the cold nights. You know, the cold nights. It's going to be interesting to see when people are trying to run at you at 100 miles an hour with mad tackles. You know, so it's going to be interesting.
For me, I think he's definitely better than Szoboszlai. So he instantly upgrades Liverpool, and
for that money, he's the best player in the team. For that money, he has to. Or him and Salah on the same level for that type of money.
That's true. That type of money can get into his head as well. So, yeah. We'll be watching that with a
fingers crossed he turns into an all-time flop. Because you see what's interesting? This is how the tables turn. When we signed Paul Pogba, the media and rival fans were so eager for him to be a flop. They discounted all the times where he played like an absolute beast in midfield, or his skill and his technique, or his finesse, or the goals that he scored. They dismissed it all. They dismissed it. They just said, "Nah, he's a flop. He's a flop." Yeah, when he had injury issues towards the end of his United career, they just wanted to label him as a flop, which is fine. We will take that on the chin, but just know that we will be there to run the rule over Mr. Florian Wirtz. We will be there. Yeah, we will be there.
Yes, sir.
If he goes 4 or 5 games without a goal, flop. If he goes 4 or 5 games without assist, flop. You can't buy a man for 150 mil and he's not getting a goal or an assist per game.
That is wild.
Let's be real. But like I said, all our rivals have not been respecting us lately.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting now because we've revamped our strike force. And I'm really looking forward to playing against a Liverpool or Arsenal or Chelsea or Man City. And I'm happy for them to just be trying to play on the edge of our box. Be playing on the edge of our box, stroking the ball around, looking for the opening. And then when we win that ball back, Bruno Fernandes all the way to Mbeumo all the way to Cunha all the way to Gyökeres, first time, bang, back of the net. You, man, are going to be in trouble, yeah? We are going to cook you with the toaster.
Yay! We will, bro. Big up, Malita.
We will be there. We'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll see how Florian Wirtz does it. I like what he said. 4 goals, 4 games, no goals. Well, I'm going to inquire. Yo, big up to Godfrey, by the way, that just joined the community. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to AK4 Pete as well. I'm curious, by the way, as we're wrapping up the stream, have you hit the like button? Have you subscribed yet? And what do you think about this Gyökeres deal doubt that we have now? And also, we're talking Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. Will he cook? Will he not cook? This is what some people are thinking. Liverpool adding Florian Wirtz to the Liverpool team. This is what they're doing. But maybe they might just stink up the kitchen, you know. FSG. Maybe they might stink up the kitchen. Let's hear what AK4 Pete has to say. Big up, bro.
Yes, sports. Big up.
What? Yo, you guys are signing everybody. Slow the hell down, bro.
Nah, we ain't slowing down for no man, bruv.
What is going on? So you've got so far. Remind us so far who you got.
Reinders from AC Milan, one of the giants of Italy. Yeah. We've got Aït-Nouri. Ryan Aït-Nouri, one of the best left backs I've seen in that Wolves team. Literally. And of course, your preferred target who decided to come to us, and his name is Ryan Cherky.
He wasn't our preferred target. Get out of here. He wasn't.
Yeah, come on, stop waffling. You man were
nah. We were looking with just like some casual, like mild interest, really. He was not our preferred target. You know, he came to play versus us and he didn't really, you know, like impress, you know, so he might be a flop, sir.
Oh, let's see about that. I'll tell you what, forget about speaking of flops. Yeah. Speaking of flops, I'm gonna be on Wirtz hate alongs
Wirtz watch. We will be there to see if he'll deliver. At this point he has to deliver.
Oh, we will be there. We will be there, bots. We will be there because you know why, bots? You know why? Because this man has got his parents to Manchester, saw facilities, spoke with our high officials, but he snaked us. He snaked us, and that's why I'm gonna be Wirtz hate watching next season.
At least that's
because that guy ratted us out.
Ooh, oh Lord! CNN Portugal just dropped a bomba. Man United linked with Victor Gyökeres agent is currently Manchester United linked Victor Gyökeres' agent is currently in a meeting with the Arsenal.
Ooh.
Why did I have to see this at the end of the stream when I was feeling so much better and it, you know, being like, you know what? But somebody,
to me, that's a mood killer for you. That's a mood killer right there.
You know, somebody in the callers today said it that like, listen, this agent is gonna twerk with other clubs as well. And so, you know what? Let's not buy into it. Exactly, Young Puppy. Let's not buy into it. Nah. There's a vibe killer. We over the hump on this Wednesday. They trying to make money. CNN Portugal, that 007 agents. They're just.
We're desperate for dialogue.
This is his agent. Gyökeres' agent.
We're desperate for dialogue.
He's talking to everybody.
We're desperate for dialogue. We just want to talk.
Don't forget to hit the
We
like
just want to talk.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I will definitely be doing a stream later on today, just to sort of like do a roundup of where we are transfer wise. Hopefully, there will be some new developments before the day finishes. Don't forget again to hit the notification bell so that you know anytime when we are online.
We're desperate for dialogue. We just want to talk.
Football Power Hour.